a wood-burning stove was used for heating in winter. By 1960, the living conditions of Putin's family had greatly improved. First, there was a rare telephone at home, and Putin often invited friends to call at home. In addition, Putin bought a villa with 3 rooms in the small village Tosno outside St. Petersburg. Putin spent most of his childhood in this villa. In 1972, Putin was exactly 20 years old, and Putin's mother Maria spent 30 kopecks to buy a lottery ticket. As a result, this lottery ticket unexpectedly won the jackpot. The prize was a car with a market price of 3,500 rubles. At that time, the ruble was more valuable than the dollar, but she did not sell the prize, but gave it to her son Putin, who was already in college. That was the Soviet Union in 1972, and there were only a handful of adults who had cars, let alone a 20-year-old college student. Even today in 2024, the penetration rate of cars in Russian families is less than half. Putin had a car when he was in college 50 years ago, and it was his mother who bought a lottery ticket. This is really a coincidence. In 1965, the spy novel Shield and Sword was popular in the Soviet Union. In 1968, the book was made into a 5-hour movie. After reading it, Putin was so excited that he didn't know what to do. He walked into the local KGB office building and told the official who received him that he wanted to join the KGB. In the 1970s, there were many students who acted as KGB informants on university campuses in the Soviet Union. But Putin said in an interview that he had never done anything like this during school, and he had never heard of such a part-time job. Life experience tells us that if you deny some things too firmly, it will be a bit fake. It was normal for a college student not to have been an informant for the KGB in those days. After all, there were selection criteria, but it was an exaggeration to say that he had never heard of it. This is like someone saying that he had never participated in the student union during college and had never heard of the student union.